I always thought I knew what my future looked like.
I think it's over.
I think the source is in camp, either Kyle or Mauricio.
What? Coming up on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show.
It's time to bring the white party back. You just didn't miss one beat.
It felt like a comeback.
The performance was awesome.
She was nearly as good as I was in Spain.
The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills after show starts right now.
So after the season wraps, a magazine article comes out about you and Mo.
Yeah. This is the day I will never forget. It was July 3rd, and I was in Aspen, and a story came out saying that Mo and I were separated. We still are, even today, living in the same home, under the same roof. But we were separated because we weren't living as a married couple.
Right.
And we hadn't really fully discussed it with our kids, which I'm embarrassed to say now, because I just wasn't ready, and Mo wasn't ready either. I don't know if that's just hoping it goes away or what, but we hadn't discussed it with them. So when this article came out, we were all literally loading up the car to go paddleboarding down the river in Aspen. Mo, the girls, and me, and Jake, Alexa's boyfriend. And I looked at my phone, and my phone was just blowing up, and Mo's he was doing something, and I was like, he hadn't seen it yet. And then I see the girls all looking at their phones, and like one to the next. And I just, my whole body went numb.
I'm sure.
And Mo didn't know, and he was still like, oh, get this and get that. And I was just like, I cannot tell you. So we went to, we talked about it, driving up to the river, and then we said, you guys, we want to just enjoy our day. Let's really just put this aside and enjoy our day. And we were able to. And it was a good thing to do, just lay on my paddleboard and, float down the river and try to escape for a minute, not think about it. But then when we got back, it was like the girls were just, we don't want to leave the house. We're not going to dinner. And they couldn't stop crying. And they said they feel like somebody died because people are reaching out to them, like, are you okay? And people that hadn't seen in years. I had people reaching out to me that, honestly, from elementary school.
Oh, wow.
People that I had met but don't really know. People that I know well. I mean, I
hate that.
My phone was blowing up, and it was so anxiety-provoking, but that forced us to sort of have to
have the conversation. Yeah.
Yes, and then by chance, it was I think the next day, Mo and the girls, their show was filming in Aspen at our house.
Oh my God.
So I was like, great, now I've got all these cameras here, and it was
That's horrible.
Obviously we had to face it here on our show talking about the stuff, but once that came out, it was like, well, I know now we're gonna have to really talk about this more.
Yeah.
Tell me about first seeing the article on Kyle and Mo.
I felt really sad for them.
Kyle Richards and Mauricio Umansky have separated after 27 years of marriage. Yeah.
Oh my God.
It felt like this is the beginning of the end.
It's pretty up.
What?
I think that Kyle was lying to us this whole time.
I think you're right.
To me, this is sus.
Do you know how that?
No.
Yeah.
When do we ever know?
No, we don't really.
And Mo was really focused on that too.
I think Mo thinks that it was someone in Kyle's camp.
I think the source is in camp. I think it's either Kyle or Mauricio. That is who I think it is, or both of them. If you put it out there first, then you can control it. Then you can deny it all you want.
Well, then why immediately come out and say, no, it's not true?
Well, then who leaked it?
Right.
The thing is, people knew, but I don't know. It was just not something I don't think even I was ready to see in writing like that. Made it more real.
Yeah. I just think that, look, when you confide in people that are close to you, and then you're in Aspen with your family, and all of a sudden whomever you confided in, whatever, now the story is no longer theirs. It's, public, and now you can speculate. But you didn't even have a chance to really break this to your kids, whether or not, it doesn't matter. You can say you sign up for this, you have a public life. That's really great, in theory, until something like this happens, where you go, oh my God, now I'm not in control of my own story. I think it's hard for people to remember that we're human beings. And it's easy to, say things about us or not remember that there's a human being behind a personality that you see on television or online. You know, it sucks a lot.
What she said.
Kyle, you brought the white party back, and this time it was at SoFi Stadium.
They did that place right. I don't know who did that. It's amazing.
Hip hop drop! Woo! Keep going to your camera.
Just walking into SoFi was surreal.
It was like you're on a different planet.
Walking through the tunnel. It was so impressive.
Crazy.
Me and Marcel, like we have season tickets for the Chargers. Marcel's played for the Chargers for a number of years. But to go to SoFi in that capacity was something so special and so cool.
Kevin Lee did a great job.
He did do a great job.
He really did a great job.
I was mortified that my name was, I don't know if you know this.
I know, you said so.
What on God's green earth is this hard to take off?
Impossible.
I was like, the white party is not about me. It's like my family's party that we do this all together.
Yeah, but you know what the truth is? You got us the SoFi Stadium, so there you go.
Why did you decide to bring back the white party?
I'm asked all the time about the white party.
How many years have you?
I think we started, I want to say...
Before you were on the show.
2000, oh yeah.
Like
way
long
before
time
the
ago,
show,
yeah.
yeah. And Faye and I did everything ourselves.
Remember the first white parties we did? Literally, we had to make up the own photo booth, painted the stencils for the backdrop for the photo booth, because we were on a budget. I think we even tried cooking ourselves one year.
And then it started getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. And then it started becoming a thing where people were like, can you get me on the list? And then it was like 300 people, 400 people.
Oof.
And then I started like not knowing half the people there.
And that sucks.
And then it got out of control. And then once it was on the show, it became an even bigger thing where people were like, can I auction off 2 spots at your white party for my whatever event or this charity? And I was like, oh my God, it's getting really overwhelming. I don't want that many people in my home.
No, that's a big thing. Having people like that in your house, it gets trashed. You don't know who these people are, which is cool. I mean, but at the same time, you're like, what's going on?
Also, the more people like would know like who we are from the show, the less I wanted strangers in my home. And then I was also like, you know, going that part of my life. I'm like, I don't want to have a huge party having people traipsing through my house. So it was done for
it gets damaged.
Then it was like, when are you doing a white party? When are you doing a white party? Friends, strangers, everybody. So I was like, it's time to bring the white party back. What was so great about this, though, is like having my girls be like, you know, grown, you know, and having all of us there together and really having it be like our
party
event. And, you know, Mo and the girls and everybody was so excited. And
it was cool.
It really was.
It was
special.
gorgeous.
I mean, I'm not going to top that, so that might have to be the last one.
I don't think you can.
What am I going to do next?
I think you should put it into retirement
Take everybody
for a
to
while.
space? Guess what, guys? Hop on, we're going to the moon.
Can you do a commercial for Amazon so we can go to space?
There we go.
We need to call up Lauren Sanchez and ask her to ask her boyfriend / husband if we can go to space.